I was talking to someone that I know recently who said their rent went up like $500 a month. And they were looking to use that money to go, get a lease on a new car that would have been $500 a month, but then they decided not to because it's going towards their rent. Let's say someone watching or listening has a bill that increases recently. How can they reframe in their minds about the increase of payment that they have to pay now, or they get to pay now, in order to make it a positive spin rather than, oh my gosh, I'm already struggling financially. Now I've got to pay more for the phone bill, more for the electricity, more for the home insurance, whatever it is. How do we reframe that and say, so it's a positive reframe?
I would, and I did this practice. I would, as I paid it out, I would first of all pretend I'm not paying a bill, but I'm donating. I'm donating this money because I love this organization. This organization gives fantastic service, and I'm donating it. And by donating this money, what is going to happen? I'm going to help to put food on the table of all the employees, including all those truck drivers. I'm going to help to pay for the children's school books and things like that. I'm going to help to pay for their mortgages so they've got safety and security in their home. And, writing in donating this money, I'm even helping them, go on vacation. All of the people that work for this organization, I feel really good about that. And really, really feel it. I used to do it, and I used to just feel so teary because I would think about, and that is, your money is going into their salaries. Like, it's not a wild claim. It is doing all of that. Like with a company, or everything they receive is going, yes, they have profits, but they're paying all their employees, and their employees use that money to put food on the table, to look after their children, to pay for that medical thing or whatever. Feel the good that you're doing. And I would always, 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 I'm donating this money.
I love that reframe because it's reclaiming your power of your energy rather than it being, I'm frustrated. I have to keep spending this every month, or it just went up. It's shifting your energy from frustration to empowerment.
Exactly.
And when you shift your energy from frustration to empowerment, people feel that energy when you're around them. You have a better attitude, you have better energy, and then it brings better opportunities or better engagements with the people around you. You're impacting people in a more positive way. And so you may not have money coming to you right away that way, but you're going to feel happier. And I think that's what this is all about, is feeling better, feeling happier so you can attract what you want.
Yeah, it is. It's, ultimately, like, pardon me, ultimately all we want to do is feel happy.
Yes.
That's it. We think that if we have all of these things, then I'm going to be happy. And, a lot of people have told us that when they got all of those things, they were in real trouble.
Yeah, why? Right. Why is that?
Well, they're in real trouble because they weren't happy.
And this doesn't make them happy.
And they thought that dream, they had that dream all their life, and they're like, once I have that, once I get there, then I'm going to be happy. And then they got the success or whatever, and they got there, and they're not happy.
Now you're really screwed.
And now they're empty because they're like, yeah, exactly.
Now you're really screwed.
Totally. Because where do I go now? I don't have a dream anymore. And and I know a few people that has happened to, and they've, got really depressed, and they've had everything that they always thought was going to make them happy. So happiness is really all that we want in the end.
It is.
Yeah, we only want those things because we think we'll be happy having those things.
It truly is there is something for, gratitude, prayer before moments, setting an intention before a meal and saying, thank you for this food. Thank you for the people that prepared this. Thank you for thank you for the money that allowed me to buy this. Thinking of the process of you receiving food and thanking it, thanking the animals, thanking the plants, whatever it might be, being grateful for it. There's a process of appreciating that brings you more joy. When we are grateful, when we are appreciative, it brings us more happiness and joy and peace. And that unlocks opportunities.
Oh, it does. Yeah. It just, your whole world will change. And even if you're starting out with this and you start to have these positive thoughts and then you think, you're like, I feel like I'm lying. Like, I don't really feel all these things. Don't you worry. You just keep going. You just keep saying all those positive things, because it will not be long before you're feeling them. So just keep at it. Keep doing it. Keep looking for the positive, and then you're going to feel it. Then you will feel it.
And I know, and I'm, as you're saying that, I'm reflecting back when I was like 24, 25, sleeping on my sister's couch, broke, had no money, living off 3 credit cards, student loan debt, and relying on my sister to feed me every day. It doesn't feel good. No. It doesn't feel good when you can't provide for yourself, when you can't take care of others. It doesn't feel good. Mm-hmm. So I remember this season of life vividly. And I remember probably 6 or 7 months where I was feeling very low, right? I was like believing the situation I was in. I was confirming it over and over again. I was frustrated, and I was playing the victim role of, look what happened in my life.
Yeah, right.
Right? And I was living in that.
Yeah, no, and then it gets worse.
Right?
Whoa.
But I remember I said, I have a decision to make. I can stay in this and stay on my sister's couch and stay stuck in credit card debt. And there is some validation that comes with playing that role. Like, some people will come and say, oh, yeah, your life is hard, or here's a little money. You'll get some like sympathy or attention for playing that role. Like, there's some benefit to staying there, right?
Yeah, some people feel good in that role.
They feel good in it. I didn't feel good.
No.
It didn't feel good to me. I remember just feeling like, how am I going to live my life? And how am I going to get a girlfriend or anything? I was like, I can't provide for myself. Do I want to live on my sister's couch forever? Mm-hmm. I want to feel like I'm a grown man that can take care of myself, but I couldn't. And I just remember said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to shift my energy on a daily basis. And I'm going to be grateful for what I have. Instead of complaining, I'm going to be grateful for my sister. Grateful that I have a couch to sleep on. Grateful that she's giving me food that I can have right now, and appreciate it. Anytime I get a chance to meet a potential mentor, I'm going to be very curious and attentive and thanking them for their time, appreciating it. The more I appreciated other things and people and environments, the more I appreciated and value with those people. And they wanted to support me more. And more opportunities came to me. And so I just really believe, I want to focus on this so much, that gratitude, appreciation, feeling good, even when you don't feel good, is part of the process to creating more of what you want.
When we were actually making the film The Secret, I went into that $2 million in debt. I didn't have a dime. But all of that, I realized, was a reflection of where I was inside about money. Everything is coming from the mental first.